Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would just like to ask one, where do you get your money to run your operation?
We are appropriated money by Congress.
Directly to?
Yes.
Where's the National Ocean Policy coming from, the money?
Well, we are working on some specific responses to the questions from the chairman on that, but we are largely supporting.
Where do you let's get to the quick now. Where do you get your money? How do you get paid, and where do you get your money?
CEQ comes through the Interior Appropriations, and
CDQ gives it to you directly. There's no understanding, how it's going to be spent.
Well, we develop our budgets as all agencies do.
Who do you file the budget with? The Congress, or does it filed with the other group, Interior?
No, for the Council on Environmental Quality. I'm sorry if I'm not understanding your question. Council on Environmental Quality, we are part of the Interior Appropriations Bill. We have a separate line item for the Council on Environmental Quality.
It's just one line item. All right. We'll find out where that is. And Mr. Chairman, thank you for asking that question too, because I'm following. The draft National Ocean Policy Implementation Plan notes that the ecosystem-based management section that a pilot projects will help identify what and if any changes may be needed, existing statutory and regulatory mandates and requirements. At the last hearing, you stated the National Ocean Policy would not result in any new regulations. This implies there will be new regulation requirements. Which one is it? Last testimony or this testimony?
Well, I think that the purpose of the implementation plans is to find out how things are working and to see where we can make improvements. So we're not intending to add any regulations.
Intending, yes or no? Are you going to have new regulations?
We do not intend to.
The same section also says that special areas of high and unique value must be identified. Who will do that identification, and what criteria will be used?
Well, the marine spatial planning process is one that has to be done in concert with all of the states in the various regions, with the governments in the various regions, and with the stakeholders and the public.
They will be all involved, and nothing will be defined until they all agree.
That's right. The process is one where we are trying to bring everyone together to use the best available information to understand what the uses of the ocean are and what we know about different parts of the ocean.
Okay, the CEQ and many agencies broke the use of precautionary approach in evaluating environmental effects and activities. There's an equivalent to precautionary approach to determine economic effects. Do you look at the economics as well as the other facts of it?
Well, we'll certainly consider the importance of the economic activities that are going on in the ocean. We know they're very important to our country, and we'll certainly keep those very high in our consideration.
Okay. In a recent meeting, one of the committee staff, a fisherman from California, described efforts where fishermen voluntarily mapped their fishing grounds for the purpose of planning efforts and actually harvesting efforts. That information was later used by environmental groups to target closures for specific fisheries. Why do you think fishermen will benefit from the Marine Special Planning Program, and do you understand why they're suspicious of this effort?
Well, certainly understand their concerns, but we think it's important that they be part of the process so they can bring not only their information but their points of view to all of these discussions.
See, ma'am, all due respect, they did do that, and they submitted their information because they planned where they were fishing, and yet that was used against them. Why would anybody participate in your program if that's going to occur? Can you stop that?
Well, we think that there's also, the experience. I mean, we've seen the experience in other places where bringing everybody to the table early on build trust and help to result in a better outcome.
Well, apparently that did not happen in California.
Well, I'm not that familiar with that specific incident, but
I would suggest you find out about that and find out what occurred and whether you can stop that type of activity, because I know if I was a fisherman, I wouldn't give you any information.
Understand.
I used to fish. I damn well wouldn't give you any information because you'd use it against me. And that doesn't gain trust, because I really don't like your organization to begin with, so let's make that perfectly clear. Because I do believe you overreach, you don't know where your money comes from, you put on policy, and I don't think the policy is vetted with necessary people that are directly involved to a point where it makes good sense. Mr. Chairman, my time is up.